Good morning, my dear students of grade 8. How are you all? So, we have completed one full unit. Is it not? Now we are entering inside the new chapter. So, in that, first we'll be seeing about the comprehension, then the lesson, and then at last we'll be seeing the grammar part. Okay, babies. So the lesson for first and foremost, the lesson for you is in grade 8. The second lesson is the Narayanpur incident. Okay. Then the comprehension is nothing but your informal letter, and you have your phrase and clause for your grammar part. Okay, babies. So now we'll be seeing the comprehension first. Okay, so if you take comprehension, already we have learnt about the formal letter. Is it not, babies? Now we'll be studying about the informal letter. Let's get inside. Come on. So, letter writing. Tell me what is meant by letter writing. Come on. Yes. Any idea? Any guesses? Yes. It's a communication between two people or many, but it should be with a distance. For example, I'm in Madurai, the other one is in Theni. Then how will I communicate? Yes, of course, nowadays using phone, WhatsApp, email, Twitter, everything you're using. But in old days, yes, they don't have it, is it not? So only they were using letters. So what is letter writing? Let's see in detail. So letter writing is an important channel of communication between two people who are geographically distant from one another. In the earlier times, when the telephone and email were not available, the only means of communication between people was through letters. Letter writing is a skill that has to be developed. In general, there are two types of letters: formal, that are written to convey official business information, and informal, which are personal letters to communicate with friends and family. A letter is usually one in a series of exchanges between two people. We have to follow a specific format while writing a letter. There are different formats for both formal and informal. Okay, so come on, now we'll be seeing the difference between formal and informal. Okay, babies, first we'll be seeing the difference between formal and informal. Then in deep we can go inside the chapter informal letter. Okay, now tell me, what is formal language and informal language? Okay, so when you're going and talking to your principal, how will you talk? Will you talk, hey, hi? No, you won't use those languages, is it not? So that is called as formal language. The place where you give respect to the ones to whom you're going to talk. And you'll not be sharing all your personal things to the principal or to the officer or to the chief minister. No. You'll be sharing what you want and what need to be fulfilled. Is it not? But in informal, there is no restrictions. You can talk whatever you wish. Is it not? To a friend, to your mom, to your granny, to your grandpa, everyone. So that is called as formal and informal language. Next comes the explanation of that. Formal language often associates with written standard English conversations. It is signaled by complex, complete sentences, impersonality, avoidance of colloquial or slang vocabulary. Informal language is characterized by a simpler grammatical structure that is loosely connected sentences and phrases, personal evaluations, and a colloquial or slang vocabulary. Now, while speaking and writing, for both we have different formats, informal as well as informal. What are they? We'll use only contractions. What are contractions? This I've told you before the vacation, is it not? Contraction, he has, he apostrophe yes, they have used here. So can't, cannot, can't. So those are contractions. So here just look at the contraction. He has gone. Thank you. How will you write in your WhatsApp? THANK. Only you, letter U will be placing, is it not? So those things you should not do in formal things, formal letters. But in informal, yes, you can write it. Okay, babies. See here. He has gone will be only written in formal. He apostrophe, yes, he has gone. In informal, yes, you can write it. Use of preposition. Which nation does she belong to? It's an informal thing. To which nation does she belong? It's a formal thing. Okay. Use of relative pronouns. Always we use informal, we'll be using relative pronouns like whose and whom. Okay. So the women who are talking about, who you are talking about is my boss. The women you are talking about is my boss. Determiners. So already we have learned the determiners, is it not? With the noun and the uncountable noun and the countable noun. So that is only easier. So neither of the answer is correct. Neither of the answers are correct in informal. Okay, babies. Next one. So why do we use a formal letter and where do we use informal letter? So that methodology is called as PAC methodology. Okay, so to inform an authority of something important, we'll be using formal letter. To the people in position, we'll be using the formal letter. Depends on the question, we'll be using formal letter. For example, write a letter to a collector, then you'll be using only formal. Write a letter to your friend, you'll be using informal letter. And this letter must be more respectful. Okay, babies. Next comes the informal letter. Informal letter you can write to catch a friend. You can write to the family or to friends. And it doesn't depend upon the question, but it depends upon the situation. For example, if you're going to invite your friend, he's also a police, but you're going to invite him as your friend. Then yes, of course, you can call him, hey friend, I have my birthday party tomorrow, just come and join. But he'll be a friend, but he's a police, an inspector. You lost something, you're going to give a complaint. That time, can you say like this, hey friend, I lost my chain or something else, just find it out. No, you can't. Is it not? So this informal letter depends upon the situations and the events. And there, in formal letter, you need more respect towards the dignitaries to whom you're going to write it. But here, it should be more lively. It should not be fake. Like telling them, I love you so much, I care for you a lot. So these words you can add in these informal letters. Okay, babies? Okay, in informal letter, how will be our greetings? Hi, hello, dear, and all will be there. But in formal letter, Mr. or Mrs. or Miss, that's all. How will you end it? Yours sincerely, yours faithfully. Here in informal, how will you end it? Yours lovingly, your kindly. Is it not? Your loving son, your loving daughter. So you'll be ending like that. Okay, babies? So next one, definition of a formal letter and an informal letter. A formal letter is a letter written to a business, a college, or any professional that are not considered friends or family. An informal letter is a letter you would write to a friend or a family. In detail, now we are going to see about the informal letter. What is an informal letter? An informal letter is a letter that is written in a personal fashion. You can write an informal English letters to relatives or friends, but also to other people with whom you have personal way of interaction. So for example, you're going to write to me after 10 years. Will you write a formal letter or an informal letter after 10 years? Yes, of course, it's an informal letter. But now as a class teacher or as an English teacher, you'll be writing me a formal letter. Okay, babies? So see here, to the other people with whom you have personal or informal way of interacting. This can also be with business patterns that address your personal and friendly manner. In a lot of countries, there are, of course, different ways of doing this. Here, the only English and American way is addressed. So now I'll tell you how to write an informal letter. What is the format to write an informal letter? Okay, babies, come on. So first thing, in the left side corner, there should be an address. Whose address is this? Yes, to address. To whom you're going to write. For example, I'm going to write for my granny. Then my granny's house address must be there in the address part. Then comes the date. Then opening. What is this opening? Hi granny, dear granny, my lovable granny. You'll use to it, is it not? So that thing comes in the opening. Fourth one, text, body or content. So how to write the content, I'll be explaining you in detail. Okay, babies? Okay. The last one, closing or end part. How will you end your informal letter? Yes, telling bye to them. Otherwise, you'll be asking for their health, good health, and you'll be calling them here. Is it not? So you can end by your own feelings. Okay, babies? So the next one is your signature. With love, with care. To my granny or grandpa, you can just sign your part and then you can send it. Okay, babies? Okay. Now I have told you that I'll be explaining you the text or the content in detail. Is it not? Come on, let's get inside that. So when you're writing an informal letter, you should use only the personal and friendly languages. Okay? But if you're writing to a person like granny, your mom, uncle and all, you'll be giving respect. If it's friends, obviously no. Is it not? Hey, what are you doing, man? Come. That's all. Is it not? So we'll be using. And here in informal letters, you can use interjections like oh, wow. So all your interjections and all can come inside. Okay, babies? Okay. So first you need to think what we are going to interact with each other. First thing you need to think about what you're going to write. Okay, babies? Next, so you'll be knowing it about what you're going to write. Is it not? Then you need to start writing by just putting it in order. For example, first I'll be asking her or him or my friend about the concern, just a concern for them. How are they? So in the first paragraph, we'll be writing about the state why we are writing this letter. And in the second and the third, we'll be telling them that what you have told in the first paragraph, you'll be repeating it and you'll be asking them, just come and meet me or something else like that. Supporting lines and all you'll be writing and you'll be concluding the paragraph. Is it not? Okay. Now, how to open a paragraph. So, opening of an informal letter in English. Okay. You need to be very straightforward. You can just call them as Mr. or Mrs. or something like that. Dear. Okay. And informal, it's your wish. Otherwise, old granny, Okay, sweet baby doll. So whatever it is, you can call your friends or your relatives or your mom and dad. You'll be having nicknames, is it not? You can use that also in your letter writing, opening sentences. You can use it. Okay, babies. And the next one. So have to start. See here, there are few examples. Hi Richard, dear Richard, can use anything. But after that, kindly use comma. Okay, babies? Okay, are you all clear? Okay, now you have started your sentence. Now you're going to ask the first question to them. You will be asking few certain questions like how are you? How have you been? How is life treating you? How are your kids? Okay, how is your schooling? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you, Mike, and the kids are having a great time. So like this, you can start asking their wishes from them. Okay, so about their well-being. Okay, babies. And now I'll tell you how to end your informal letter. In between, I have told you how to write your content. Is it not? And the opening also is over. Now, how to end it? Okay, ending an informal letter must be tempting them to read that particular letter again and again. Feeling that yes, this person is very close to me, so that only he or she is writing me a letter like this. So, by the end of the letter, you can say that I don't feel ending this letter, but no other go, I need to end it off. Like to see you after the holidays. During the vacations, hope to hear a good news from you. So each and everything with all confidence and with hope we'll be writing the letter. Is it not? With lot of smiles in our face, with happiness in our hearts, we'll be writing the letter. So end the letter in the same way. It is not that they need to miss you, but they need to have you in their minds while writing your informal letter. So I'm looking forward to see you. I can't wait to see you soon. I can't wait to hear from you. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I hope to be hearing from you soon. See you soon. I hope you're doing well. Give my regards to. So you're going to ask someone. So you'll be telling, give my regards to your son. Give my regards to your mom. So whatever you wish, you can write it here. Okay, babies? And at last, your signature. Is it not? How you will do your signature. In your formal letter, you'll be writing as, for example, you'll be doing like this. Is it not? Yours faithfully, yours obediently, yours truly. But here, you're free to write whatever you wish. Like best wishes, kind regards, best regards, lots of love. Okay, bye from your grandson. It's all your wish. You can write according to your signature. You can write it and then just sign it in the below. Okay, babies? Now, will you all try writing a letter to your grandparents? Yes. So, if you have any doubts, just get back to these things. Just see how to write what and where. You have a format in the beginning, is it not? First, you need to write your address, their address, date, then the opening sentence, then with the content, ending sentences, with your signature at last. Just go back to it, see to it, then come back, jot down your informal letter. Okay, babies? So here I have asked you to write an informal letter to your grandparents telling them how much you miss them. Okay, will you all do it for me? Yes? Okay, babies. So jot it down. If you have any doubts regarding the informal letter, you can call me or text me. Okay, babies? So we'll be seeing the next lesson, prose, the Narayanpur incident. Is it not? In the next video. Bye, babies. Take care.